look at the problem. Okay, we completed half did that one. Now let's discuss that one. What is the question we discussed? Money invested in Akisan Vikas doubles in every 6 years. What is the rate of interest? We want to find the rate of interest, isn't it? Money gets doubled. So we wrote the steps and I think we did up to few steps, isn't it? We calculated, okay, money gets doubled. We applied the compound interest formula. We applied the compound interest formula. And what we got 2p is equal to p into 1 plus r by 100 whole raised to 6, isn't it? When we cancelled p, so 2 is equal to 1 plus, what is the rate of interest? We want to find the rate of interest, isn't it? R by 100 whole raised to 6. Okay. Now, suppose I am using log table. Imagine, suppose we are using log table. What we can do? How will you do this one? Okay, we can take log on both sides. If you take log on both sides, log 2 will be, power will be coming to the front, isn't it? 6 into log of 1 plus r by 100. Log of 1 plus r by 100. So what is log 2? What will be log 2? So that's the value we want to find. So what you can do? We can use, okay, we can take the log table. From the log table, you can find out what is log 2. What's the value of log 2? Yes, children. What is log 2? Log 2. Okay, so this value only you have to take. Log 2. So what is log 2? It is 3010. Log 2 is 2 means characteristic point is 0, isn't it? Characteristic point is 0. So it is 0 point. What is log 2? 3010 is equal to 6 into log 1 plus r by 100. So into 6, if you take to other side, 0.3010 by 6, it is log of 1 plus r by 100. So now divide this. What is 0.3010 by 6? 0.3010 by 6. 0.3010. You divide it by 6. This 0.3010 by 6. What you will get? 0. 3, it will not go, isn't it? 0.502 is log of 1 plus r by 100. Is it okay? Now, we want to remove this log. Then only you'll be able to take r outside. So what you can do? Suppose we want to remove log. What you'll be doing? To remove log, what do you have to do? Yes, children? Aparna, what you will do? Suppose I want to remove log. To remove log, what you can do?
We have to take antilog.
Very good. So it is antilog of 0.0502 is equal to, here also log and antilog will get cancelled. We will get 1 plus R by 100. So we want to take antilog of 0.502. So it will be antilog of 0.502. Okay, we have to take antilog of 0.502. Check it. What is 0.502? Antilog of 0.50. So 0.50 means this one with the 2. So 1122 plus 1. So you will get 1123. Isn't it? Is it 1123? Is it okay, Shubham? You understand how to take the value from the table, Shubham? 1122 plus 1. Okay? 1122 plus 1. So what you will get? 1123. So 1123. Now characteristic point is 0. So that means while taking antilog, we will add 1 to it, isn't it? So it is, when you add 1 to it, you will get 1.123 is equal to 1 plus R by 100. So 1.123 minus 1 is R by 100. So 1.23 minus 1 is 0.123 is R by 100. Therefore, what is R? So you can cross multiply this. So 12.3 is equal to R. So the rate of interest is 12.3%. The rate of interest is 12.3%. Is it okay? Is it clear? Is it okay? Shubham? Shubham? What about Aditya, Satyan? You returned home. Write the next one. Write the next question. A man borrows rupees 1,000, rupees 10,000. A man borrows rupees 10,000. A man borrows rupees 10,000 and agrees to pay back in 3 equal installments. And agrees to pay back in 3 equal installments of 6 months each. 3 equal installments of 6 months each. The first payable at the end of 6 months of borrowing. A man borrows rupees 10,000 and agrees to pay it in 3 equal installments of 6 months each. The first payment to be made at the end of rupees 6 months of, okay. The first payment to be made at the end of 6 months of borrowing. Calculate the value of each installment. Calculate the value of each installment if the interest charged is rupees 10,000 per annum. If the interest charged is rupees 10,000 per annum. A man borrows rupees 10,000 and agrees to pay back in 3 equal installments of 6 months each. The first payment to be made at the end of 6 months of borrowing. Calculate the value of each installment. If the interest is charged rupees, interest is 10% per annum. If the interest charged is rupees 10% per annum. How to do this? So what all the things given here? Is it present value or amount? Which formula you will use here? So now listen here. It is given 3 installments. He pays it 3 installments at the end of 6 months. So it is not compound interest. Here the period time payment period is mentioned. It is at the end of 6 months. Okay, after every 6 months only he is paying the interest. He is paying the amount. Amount means the payment. He has to pay the loan amount at the end of 6 months. Now he is collecting how much amount? 10,000 rupees. He is collecting 10,000 rupees. So how much amount he has to pay? So is it present value you have to use or amount you have to use? What is meant by amount? Amount means it is future value. Suppose I want 10,000 rupees after 5 years, then in that case we have to use amount formula. Is it clear? Is it clear, children? Now I am borrowing 10,000. The present value is 10,000. So which formula you have to use?
Amount.
Yes, Aishwarya?
Amount.
Is it amount? 10,000 we are borrowing. Okay, so what is given here? What is given? Karthik, can you guess what is given? What is this 10,000? Yes?
Principal.
Karthik? Principal. So here we are not using compound interest here. Okay, so here it is annuity. Here the payment period is given at the end of every 6 months. So we are taking this as annuity. So present value is 10,000. How many equal installments are there? 3 equal installments. So n is 3. Okay. And he is paying at the end of 6 months. R we have to find. If the interest charged is 10% per annum. So it is 10% per annum. But he is paying the amount at the end of every 6 months. So we have to divide it by 2. 10 by 2 into 100. So it is 0.05. So we have to use the formula P is equal to R into 1 minus 1 plus I whole raised to minus n by I. Is it okay? Present value is given. Presently we are borrowing 10,000 rupees. So how much money we have to pay? So we want to know the installment amount. Installment amount means it is denoted as R. So installment amount. I is the interest. N is how many payments we have to do. So 3 payments we are doing. So N is 3. So apply the values here. P is given as 1000. 10,000 is equal to R we don't know. R into 1 minus 1 plus 0.05 whole raised to minus 3 by 0.05. So the 0.05 you can cross multiply. 0.05 when you cross multiply, 10,000 into 0.05 is equal to R into 1 minus 1.05 whole raised to minus 3. 1.05 whole raised to minus 3. So what is 10,000 into 0.05? What What is 10,000 into 0.05? Is it 500? Is it correct? So 500 is equal to R into 1 minus this one I am taking as X. We want to find 1 minus 1.05 whole raised to minus 3. So let us calculate what is X. So what is X? X is 1.05 whole raised to minus 3. So log X is equal to minus 3 log of 1.05. So log X is equal to minus 3. What is log of 1.05? What is log of 1.05? You have to use the log table, isn't it? From the log table, find out the value. What is log? Okay, you want log table. Log 1.05. Log 1.05. So that is 105. What is 105? 0 to 1, 2. Is it correct? Children, are you getting this? How to take the value? 105. So it is 0 to 1, 2. 0 to 1, 2. So log X is equal to 0 to 1, 2. 0.0212. So when you simplify this, log X is equal to minus 6360. 0.0636. Therefore, what is X? X is anti-log of minus 0.0636. So how will you find anti-log of minus 0.0636? So how will you do this one? Are you able to recall how will you find the anti-log of a negative value? How to find out the anti-log? How will you find the anti-log of negative value? If it is less than 0, what we did? So 0.636, take the anti-log value. 0.636, take anti-log of that value. Whenever we have minus, this one we can write this as, this is anti-log of 1 minus 0.636, isn't it? So what is 1 minus 0.0636? It will be same as anti-log of minus values are not allowed, isn't it? Minus values are not allowed. Then what we did? It can be written as 1 bar point. We add and subtract. Are you able to recall this method? What we did? How to find the anti-log value? So suppose you are given the value minus 0.0636. What we did here? You add and subtract, because we will be able to take log only for positive values. Here it is negative. So what we are doing? We are adding and subtracting 1, 1. So 1 minus 1 minus 0.0636. So it is minus 1 plus What is 1 minus 0.0636? What is 1 minus 0.0636? കണ്ടില്ല സാർ ഇവിടെ പോയി അപ്പോൾ സാർ So yes, children, what is the value?
0.9364.
0.969.
9364.
0.9364. So whenever we get a negative value, look at children, listen children, we will not be able to take log or antilog for negative value. So if you have negative value, what we are doing here, you add and subtract. We add and subtract 1, 1, minus 1 plus 1 with the same value. So what is 1 minus this value? We will get positive. Okay, so we can write this as antilog of 1 bar point. Okay, minus 1 means we will be writing it as 1 bar point 9364. Now you take the antilog of 9364. Take the antilog of 9364. What is antilog of 9364? You have the table. Okay, I'll show the antilog part. 9364. Find out and tell. What is the value? 9364. Antilog. Nine three six four. So 0.93. So here only we will get, isn't it? 6 4. What is the answer? What you will get? So if I draw the line, I think you can't. Now check the value, children. What is the value? Point 93, isn't it? 0.93. Highlighter is not working. Okay, can you tell me the children, tell you the values? If I underline, whether you'll be able to understand to find out. 0.9364. Check it. 93, then 6. 6 4. So what you will get?
Is it 8638?
Once again, I shared that one. 96. 6 means what is the value here? 8630. And here 4 is 8. So 8638 is the correct answer. Correct, Aishwarya. What about the others, children? Anila Mohanan, are you able to find the value? It is 8634, isn't it? 8634. Now,
Ma'am,
look at
38.
38, 8638. Now, look at the characteristic part. It is 1 bar. 1 bar means negative 1. When we want to shift the decimal, we will add 1 to it. So, it will become 0. So, it is simply 0.8638. It is 0.860 places only we have to shift. So, it is 8638. So this is x value. So after finding x, substitute it here. 500 is equal to r into 1 minus 0.8638. So 500 is equal to r into what is 1 minus 0.8638. What is 1 minus 0.8638?
0.1362.
0.1362. Yes. So therefore, what is R? R is 500 by 0.1362. Simplify, you'll get the rate of interest. Not rate of interest, here it is the payment amount, installment amount to be paid. Karthik, do you understand this one, Karthik? Is it okay, Karthik?
Yes, ma'am.
Children, what you have to do is, after this class, once again, try this question. You take the log table, check whether you are able to find the log value. Anti-log table, are you able to use it? Go through it, find out how to take log and anti-log. You can download this class table in your laptop or computer. Okay, and use it, practice it. Next year also you will be using this log table. So 500 divided by 1362. What we can do? We can divide it by, multiply by 1. Okay, so 500 into 1000 divided by 1362, isn't it? Then you can cut short it, simplify. So it is 250 by 681 into 1000, isn't it? Now you can find out the answer. Find it, simplify and find out.
3,671.07.
3671.07. Yes, correct. $3,671.07. are left out with about 5 more chapters. Right, Karthik? This chapter will get over now. Okay, almost over. Okay, and we have to start with the next chapter. Okay? Is it okay? Are you getting the answer? Tomlin?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. What about the others? Is it okay? Aparna?
Yes, ma'am.
Shubham? Annette? Aditya? So 4 more chapters are left out. Okay, in the next period, we'll be starting with the next one, taxation. Next chapter, we will start taxation. Okay. Using this log and all, we feel bored. Okay, so some compound interest questions will be always involving this big numbers, and you have to use log tables and all. Okay, but you should learn all the formulas. Okay. Now write the next question. Write the next one. An investment of rupees. An investment of rupees 25,000. An investment of rupees 25,000 earns 9% interest. Earns 9% interest. Earns 9% interest compounded annually. An investment of rupees 25,000 earns 9% interest compounded annually. What will be the value of investment? What will be the value of the investment at the end of 7 years? What will be the value of the investment at the end of 7 years? Look at here, it is given compounded annually, and it is not discussed about the investments, isn't it? Installment amount. Okay, investment it is given 25,000 rupees we are paying. The beginning, only one time we are doing, isn't it? Only one time we are paying 25,000 rupees, and the amount is interest is calculated at 9%. What will be the value of the investment at the end of 7 years? That means what? Which formula you will use here? Yeah. Okay. So compound interest formula we have to use. We are investing 25,000 rupees. What is the rate of interest given here? 9%. And how many years he is keeping this? It is for 7 years. We are asked to find what is the amount at the end of 7 years. So what is the formula for amount? Amount is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole raised to N. So it is 25,000 into 1 plus rate of interest is 9. 9 by 100 whole raised to 7. So it is 25,000 into, this is same as 109 by 100 whole raised to 7, isn't it? So it will be same as 25,000 into 1.09 raised to 7. Okay, this one 1.09 raised to 7, how will you do? You take this as x. Okay, and you take the log value. What is x? X is 1.09 raised to 7. So it will be log x. Log x will be 7 log of 1.09. That is 7 into, what is log of 1.09? 109. From the log table you have to find. So again from the log table 109. Is it log or anti-log? This is anti-log. Okay, we have to take log. One zero nine. 109. What is the value we are getting here? 0374. Isn't it? 0374. So apply the value there. Log table. 7 into 0.0374. So you will get log x. What is log x? You multiply this, what you will get? Yes? 7 into 7 4s are 28, 49, 51, 21 plus 5, 26, isn't it? 0 point. So this is log x. Therefore, what is x? We have to take anti-log. Anti-log of 0.2618. So 2618 anti-log we have to take. So what is anti-log of 2618? What is anti-log of 2618? So 261, 1 and 8. Here 8 is 3. So 1824 plus 3. So you'll get 1827, isn't it? Is it 1827? So it is 1827. So 1.827. Then multiply it here. So 25,000 into 1.827. Multiply it, you will get the answer. Is it okay, children? Are you able to understand this one? Annette, how to take this log and anti-log? Use of log and anti-log, is it clear, Annette?
Yes, ma'am.
So with this compound interest and annuity chapter is over. Okay? Practice these types of questions again and again. It's 25,000 into 1.827.
45,675.
45,675. Okay. It is 45,675. So this is the amount. Amount is 45,675. Okay, children. Okay, complete this one. With this, compound interest and annuity topic is over. The next period will be starting with the new chapter. Okay, children. End the session now. Thank you.